Olivia Ollivander here, and I'll be your instructor for the wand-making course at the Wizards and Wand Camp this week. Now, a little history of the Ollivander family, in case you are unaware. We own one of the most prestigious wand shops in all of the wizarding world, and over the generations have crafted some of the most magical and amazing wands ever known. Every generation has passed down the secrets and techniques and skills needed to create amazing wands. And I'll be sharing some of those techniques with you this week in our class. Now, the most important part of any wand, and by the way, a wand is, as you know, an essential tool for every wizard and witch. So it can be very important to be able to craft a wand, and maybe this will be a career for you later if you have the talent and patience to put a lot of energy and effort into it. But every wizard must have a wand. It helps to focus your magic. And a good wand starts with a good base. So a base is the majority of what a wand is composed of, and it can be many things. A base could be forged in metal, it could be carved from stone, it could be the bones from some magical creature. But in most cases, a base is made of wood. Now, magical wood could be found in many places. A branch in the Himalayas in which we find a magical twig. It could be a rustic root from a tree in the rainforest. Could be a seasoned piece of wood that is left upon the shores from the waves and the tides. It could be a simple twig found in a park that carries magic within it. In general, wood is always magical because trees grow, and there's energy and magic in tree growing. So, the base is the most important thing. Now, acquiring a base is something you will not need to do. We have supplied you with one, so you'll just need to acquire your kit. Now, as a reminder, we will not be using everything in your kit today. So just pull out the items I tell you to pull out. So go grab your kits, have those handy. And the first thing you'll need to do is get out the base that we have provided for you, as well as the description. You should read up and understand what your wand is made of. In this case, it's a beech wood and a dragon nail wand. And fusing a wand with something like dragon nail or a core of unicorn hair is a nice enchantment, but not necessary. A good wood that's full of magic is plenty, especially for a starter. In this case, it has the quality of flexibility, and you may have noticed a sprig of oregano we put in the sacks because, the goblins are bad this year, and it deters them from taking your wands. So read up upon your wand. That's step one. Familiarize yourself. You should have that memorized, what its qualities are. Next, you need to get a feel for your wand. Hold it in your hand, flip it in both directions and see which way the energy flows, how it fits best in your hand. And maybe you would like to trim it a little. Well, go get a guardian, and with their help, you could trim it to your liking. But you should determine where the handle will be, and go ahead, pick it up and flick it and swish it for a while, and work with it to feel how the energy flows. Now that once you know where your handle will be, it's time to work on the wand with this scratchy paper that is also provided in your kit. And you're going to sand down your wand. Now, all these rough edges, and smooth it with strokes. Now, some people like knots and rough edges, or they prefer it the darker colors of the bark, and that's perfectly fine. Let me at least encourage you to sand the base where the handle will be so it will adhere to your wand easily, or any place you plan to have embellishments you should sand. The most important part of sanding, however, is just to work with the wand. You see, as you're sanding it, you're infusing it with your magic. You're leaving a little bit of your inner magic and energy with every creative stroke you do to your wands. And that is the main work you need to do today on your base. Now, for those of you who would like an added challenge, and it's completely optional, you do not need to go acquire a base, but let me challenge you either today or later on to go take a stroll in a park or at the beach and look for a piece of wood, a twig, that speaks to you and says, I am magic, make me into a wand, bring it home. Or maybe even there's a bush or tree in your backyard, a family tree that you could trim a sprig from, and that way it has some history of you and your family to create with. And then you can start to sand it like we've done here, or maybe you want to leave the bark, that's perfectly fine. But create with it in the same manner in which I just explained with this. Now, you don't have to do that. That's if you find you have the time and want to work on your skills. But for today, read up on this wand in your packet and play with it and hold it and then sand it down, or smooth it with a cloth at least if you're not going to sand it, just to help infuse it with your energy. And that is all for today's lesson. If you have any questions, you could certainly email the headmaster, and I will try to answer those in the next few days. But good luck with today's wand making and sanding, and we will see you tomorrow for the next lesson. This is a good day.